Alright, here we are again. This is a 1984 original roll. Looks like it's in very nice condition. Very bright, shiny coins. I'm going to go ahead and pop this one open and get us started. 1984. This is coin roll hunt number 301. And it is the 13th of August, Friday the 13th, 2021. It's 2:37 p.m. We're just going to run these straight through. See if I can get more than 3 of them done today. I do have a dinner date this evening that I need to get ready for and be ready to go. Still working on a mound of mail to send out to people. If I owe you a package and you do not have it, please be patient with me. I did send out mail yesterday. Sent out mail the day before that too. Okay, here we go. Here's our roll. And we're going to especially be looking for double die obverses today. We have a few different ones. Biggest one of those is a doubled ear. Very, very nice doubled ear and beard. FS 101 doubled die. First coin coming off is for Adam Chambers. And we have a slightly darker than normal coin because this one was sitting right at the end of the roll. Another thing that we're watching for is extra thickness in the motto and on Liberty. But especially watching that beard and the lower ear for real heavy doubling. Should be very easy to tell if and when we find it. Checking the reverse for any notching or oddball whatevers. Our chances of finding a double die in this roll are probably about 1 in 500. So they're not great chances, but they're not real bad chances either. There's one for Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn now. So looking also especially for extra thickness in the date. A little bit of separation with that extra thickness. Doubled eyelid on a 1943D with a possible unlisted RPM. Sounds very possible to me. Sounds very plausible, actually. There's a lot of them. So if you want to send a picture to me, you can do so. cd@coppercoins.com. cd@coppercoins.com. Just send me a picture. I'll be glad to take a look at it for you. All right, this was Jeff Dunn's coin. Coin number 3 now. Coin number 3 for Marshall. Come on, double ear. Move this up just a little bit. Give us just a little bit more visibility here. Okay, my focus is straight on. There, that'll get us a little bit more visibility. Flip it over to the other side. Take a look, see what we have. Nothing there. So that's for Marshall. I wish I could show you exactly what we're looking for with regard to notching on the reverse. There's a very small chance that we could possibly find something. You never know. In the 1980s, there's a lot of stuff that has yet to be listed. And so I'm just kind of poking around looking for anything that looks like a double die, looks like a genuine example of hub doubling, which manifests itself in many different ways. Hello, Carl. Ooh, this is not good. Starting to get into spots and heavy ones too. Not good. That one's for Randy. Number 5 now. Come on. Only number 5. Thank you. Stonecutter. Stonecutter gets this coin. Coin number 5. Looks like this coin, this roll wasn't stored so well. The end coins looked pretty nice. You get into here and these coins are starting to look a little icky. Number 6, John Brandon Bow. Where is it? There we go. Lots of ooey stuff on this one. This roll doesn't seem to be so wonderful. It's hard to tell when you don't open them. You can't know what's there. You open them on camera, and whatever it is, it's there. No chance to fix anything. It is what it is. Nice big old die crack on this one. Right through to the lower corner of the memorial building. What they call the base of the memorial building. Right, here we go. Chris Hurley. Not seeing anything on the obverse here. Let's take a look at the reverse. Nothing there. Now coin number 9. Yo, man. A lot of these 84 coins barely made it out of the mint before they started turning spotty. It's just a matter of the mixture of copper and how it was plated onto the zinc planchets and how they were washed prior to that plating. Made all the difference in the world. 1982, 83, 84, 85 zinc are all very susceptible to being very nasty. 86 was the first year they started coming out of the basement in quality, and it was about 89, 90 before they actually got it more or less fixed. Then after 1990, everything looked pretty decent from there on out. It took them a number of years to put together decent coins, which is why 1984 has a very high value for the top end coins. Jeff Dunn. My original reason to start collecting, I guess I had a little bit of the collector bug in me. I was sitting in my dad's car bored, and his friend was meeting up with him for driving range practice. Here's Larry got a hold of this one. And his friend decided to bring a roll of wheat pennies to me for me to go through, and a Whitman penny folder. He brought those, and well, from that point on, I was kind of hooked. Going through my mom's change, going through my dad's change. Eventually going to the coin dealer once in a while, buying a couple of coins here and there. You know, the 25-cent kind. My dad was never really big into putting me into coin collecting because he thought it was very expensive, and he just thought it would be easier and cheaper for me to collect stamps. So I did For a long time I collected stamps, but I kind of lost interest in them after a while. Here's number 13 from Marshall. I'm still hopeful that we're going to find something really good in this roll. But through my teens, I just accumulated coins, lots of them. When I was about 13 years old, 13, 14, no, it's about 15 or 16 years old, I acquired John Wexler's book on the Lincoln Cent double die. Looked all the way through that and checked a bunch of coins. And it was a number of years before I found my first real discernible double die that I could tell you for sure was a nice double die. That was in 1972. I think it was die number 3 that I found. First time I was actually able to identify one by the die it was created from. And I just thought that was the bee's knees. I was on it from then on. I was on it. And it had a magical effect on me for a number of years. I went all the way through the military searching coins. Got out of the military searching coins. I did baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, hockey cards for, 25 years, 25 years. And when my favorite players retired from baseball, I just kind of gave up the ghost on the whole sports memorabilia thing because I just didn't really care that much anymore. Most of the players that I had watched were retiring, and most of the players that were out there at that time were ones I didn't really care to see. So I just kind of lost interest in the whole card thing. Favorite players retired in 1993. George Brett, Robin Yount, Nolan Ryan. Yeah, just the normals on these. You get one of these in 67 or 68, you've got a real coin. 66 isn't really going to help you much. None of these are close. And that's normal. It's very normal for 1984 to come out really just kind of bark ugly looking. It's pretty normal. They did not have mint sets that year, so there were no ultra minted or ultra preserved mint state coins. These little warts underneath the surface are very, very normal for 1984. There's really nothing error about it. It's called orange peel because of the bumps. The humps and bumps are the consistency or approximate consistency of what appears to be orange peel. Like an orange has all these little pits in it. And it comes onto the coins because these zinc planchets were not washed properly after they were created and upset. And they weren't washed off well enough, had dust on them, had dust and dirt and grime and other little tiny spots of stuff on it. When the copper was plated onto the zinc, it had a tendency to separate, bubble up and separate from the zinc. And that's what all these, they're called gas bubbles, but they're from grime on the zinc planchet. That copper you see on the outside of the coin is an electroplating. It's a very, very thin plating of copper. It's like a molten bath that they put the blanks through. 2.5%. Only 2.5% or 2.7%, I'm sorry, 2.7% of the composition of these coins is copper. The other 97.3% is zinc. Card companies, they just got ridiculous. They weren't making sets of cards anymore. They were making junk pieces of cardboard that they could stick chase cards in. And it got to a point in the market where, man, this one is almost brown. It got to a point in the market where if you didn't have a chase card, it was worthless. The coin, or I mean, if the card didn't have a piece of a game-to-use jersey or a bat or a signature or something on it, it was hopelessly worthless. And collecting a set of cards with everybody's pictures on them didn't mean anything anymore. I kind of lost interest. I wasn't ever a chase card person. I was actually the ultimate set collector, a set builder. There were some card issues that I built dozens of sets and sold dozens of sets. I used to break cases of the wax packs or the plastic cello packs or rack packs or whatever I could find. I'd bust cases of them. And I would sit and go through the cards, put them in order, build sets out of them. It was a pretty fun time. There's a rim cud on this one. Put about halfway around. All that mess that you see on the rim is actually little busted pieces of rim. It's called a rim cud. Looks like we're probably going to get a goose egg for this roll, but I would have given you better than a 50% chance that it would be a goose egg roll. Oh, man. It's a hard line to go through there. Selling them for nothing. I spent years and years and years accumulating boxes and boxes of cards, putting them in order, selling sets, taking want lists for specific card numbers, and I'd fill specific card numbers to finish sets. Then when it got to a point where sets just weren't sets anymore, nobody really cared, I just sold out of the whole thing. It was right around a divorce. It was a good time. We split the equity on it. And I just moved on with my life without cards. Somewhere around here I do have just a few cards. I have one that I personally had George Brett sign for me. I kept that. I don't know why I did it, but I got rid of my 1968 set. I had a 1968 set. That's the year I was born. That had Nolan Ryan's rookie card in it. Oh, yeah, I remember that whole Billy Ripken thing. 1989 Fleer. Oh, there's some good memories and all that stuff. I mean, I spent years doing it. But through that entire period of time, I was also still searching through pennies. Believe it or not. Still going through pennies, looking for double dies, looking for whatever I could find. And through all those years, I kept a number of things. It was about 88. I decided I was going to be a coin dealer, 1987, 88. And I accumulated a whole bunch of coins through making purchases out of my paycheck from a chief master sergeant I knew who dealt in coins. And I picked up a number of coins from him. Silver dollars, $10 gold coins, $5 gold coins. I mean, I picked up a whole bunch of stuff. And over time, I realized that I was just too generalized for my own good. I didn't really know very much about any of the coins I sold. So I decided to continue my specialization in the Lincoln cent. And I just dropped all the rest of it, sold it, and put it all into rolls of Lincoln cents. That was probably, I'm going to go with about 1995, 96. And in 97, I got the internet. And I started, I see this is telling me this is not an original roll. This is a brown coin. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to finish this roll. I'm going to schedule another show, probably for Monday. We're going to go through another 1984 roll that I'm pretty sure is an original roll. You guys are all going to get a second coin. Going to go through a second chance. This is not an original roll, so I'm pretty much going to expect that we're not going to find anything because, well, someone else has already been through this. So we're going to find another roll that we can go through that is original. Yeah, see, this one's circulated as well. Nice shot, but it turns out not so nice. So we'll try it again, another roll. I'll finish this one off, and then we'll move on to the next show that I had scheduled. Now schedule a new, it'll be a 301R, 301 replacement. And I will actually just give these coins to you guys, and then the 301R are the ones you're actually paying for. Some of these are nice BU coins, but some of them are not, and these are definitely not altogether an original roll. Too many different colors, too many different dyes, too many different appearances. And it's not the fact that there's no varieties. The no varieties part I don't necessarily think is an unusual thing. But when you find a medium brown coin in the middle of a red roll, it's not original. I don't know how people get these wrapped back up so tightly so as they feel original and they look original. But it somehow happens. Point number 36 now, Mike Birchman. So we're going to quickly rifle through the rest of these to see if there's a doubled ear by chance somebody might have missed one. But these coins, they've got scrapes and scratches on them. They've got too many marks. There's a little bit of wear like on this one. There's a tiny bit of wear on the cheek. That's not original, folks. Not an original roll at all. Kind of suspected it after about the 10th coin, but I kept my mouth shut thinking that maybe I was wrong, but I should just always work with my intuition. When I opened this roll, it didn't quite look right. You look at the edges of the coin. As soon as you open up a roll, you look at the edges of the coin. If the color is uniform and it's basically the same all the way through the roll, you probably have an original roll. Even in a tube, if they're all basically the same color, they're probably all going to be an original roll. If perchance you open up a roll and it looks like zebra stripes, you've got dark coins and light coins and dark coins and light coins. You got some that are fully red all the way through and some of them that aren't fully red all the way through. You do not have an original roll. Original rolls are not going to tone differently coin to coin within the roll. Original rolls were wrapped when they were full, bright, BU red, nice, original, pristine coins. And they age together. Aging together means they're going to get their wrinkles together. That's okay. It gives us a little bit more experience looking at 1984. These are probably, very likely, all going to be very normal coins. I'll find us a roll. I've got lots and lots of rolls, but I'll find us a roll to go through that's an 84 roll that has some chance of being original. Number 41, John Brandonbow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the same flips. It's going to be the same flips. You're just going to get 2 coins inside your flip instead of 1. Your second coin will be the one closer to the center of the flip because I'll put it into the flip last. You'll be able to tell when you get them which one's the original, which one's not. A lot of these have fingerprints on them. 42 now, Coin Hunter. This happens. Oh, look at that. Nice big old bubbled up lamb peel looking thing. That's pretty cool. Looks real nice under a microscope. Not really an error. It's just, yeah, kind of cute, interesting, you know. 43 now. 43 for Eric. Lots of warts on this one. Now that is mint caused. That's not something that somebody did damaging the coin outside the mint. Those are always mint caused. Can't really make those bumps like that outside of the mint. If you heat the coin, it won't do that. Doesn't do it properly, especially on a zinc coin, because zinc has a lower heat tolerance than copper. COVID coin. Leper coin, that's what it is. It's a leper coin. It's from the colony. Here's one. Here's another definite. This has been circulated coin. Look at that. Another definite. This has been circulated coin. What would be funny is to find a nice double die in a roll that someone tried to trip off as an original roll. It's like, dude, what'd you open them for in the first place if you're not going to pull the goodies out? Zinc and pox, that's what that is. The Ziesels. Here's Wanda. We'll probably get this scheduled for Monday morning sometime. I'm trying to get past this little minor issue that I have with a medication change I recently went through. My medication is not liking me as much as I wish it were. I'm not sick or anything. I know that it's the medication causing the issues. One of them being constant fatigue. And so I know that when I get like way too tired to function, well, it's going to be my medication is doing that. All right. So we are almost done with these. I apologize for, well, the unscrupulous activities of others who decide to rewrap coins and put junk in the rolls, but it happens. We got bit by this one. I mean, I did purchase this as an original roll, and it's obviously not one. It's just in case, just checked it through for cuds or any really exciting anything. Big double die, anything would be acceptable as an interesting thing to talk about, but we had nothing in this roll. This is coin number 50. This is the last coin in the roll. Little area where the plating was starting to split open right there. That happened during the strike. And there we go. That's it for this. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off and be back here very soon for the 1955 Philadelphia roll. That is a nice old tubed roll. Never know what we're going to find inside of those. Could be nice cracked skulls, DDOs, DDRs, all kinds of different possibilities. So I'll see you guys back here real soon for the 1955 roll. It's going to be probably in another 10 to 15 minutes. Thanks a lot, folks.